Camera's angled.
Applause. Yes, applaud me, everyone. I will remove myself from your way.
I have no space. I'm just gonna take this.
Hello, everybody.
We got a comment.
Ow,
we got.
Fuck.
There you go.
I'm already hurting myself.
We got a comment. We got Mr. Fondue. We got random username. We got Miranda. We got Bison. Justin. Platinum is cool is back.
Platinum is cool.
Platinum is cool.
Yeah, baby.
Did you see Portugal versus Luxembourg?
Uh, I don't fucking watch soccer, so no.
I don't watch sports.
Oh, bye, Bison. Don't forget to like the stream. Wait before you start on this. Justin wanted to see where we're at lore-wise, so... Exit off of this real quick. Take him to our emails.
Emails.
Character discrepancy!
Having run the control simulation for a while, it's evident that a certain character is missing from any mention or appearance. This makes me speculate that Monika's meddling is less clumsy than we think, because she would have had to manufacture this character herself as a way of forcing interaction between her and the user. Could that be why the character has such limited and dissonant personality traits? Or am I reading too much into this? I'll open an issue to start tracking info and observations on the anomaly of this character appearing. By Lib Muzi, engineer. Goodbye, Bison. 6-0. Hooray for Portugal. Sucks for Luxembourg. I
guess.
I don't know sports. I don't know which one's good and which one's bad. I don't think we have anything else for files.
No.
Nah, we don't.
I think we pretty much sucked all the life out of the files.
Probably. Opinions to talk about, I suppose. Hello, Tank Man.
Hello, Werewolf Vampire Kitsune Dragon Tankman FNF.
I'm glad you can remember that, because I cannot. Today we're starting... Today we're starting Reflection. This is where we get our Natsuki and Monika ship, I suppose.
Natsuki and Monika?
Yeah.
I thought it's Yuri and Monika.
No, because each story has like them with different characters. So we had Sayori and Monika, then we had Sayori and Yuri, and then now we have Natsuki and Sayori. We've got Monika and Natsuki, and then we have Yuri and Natsuki.
Very interesting email indeed. I agree. It's gonna be interesting.
Lull the bit of silence. Silence is always funny if you want it to be.
Bro, I can't lie. This game's got some of the vibiest music ever.
It really do. Am I bothering you? No. Okay. Just checking. Oh wait, no. This is, Monika and Yuri. Not Natsuki and Yuri.
I said that.
I'm... stupid.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys.
Okay. Just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're reading. It makes me scared to interrupt. Well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when I read here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it. That makes sense. I guess if you're here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialize, even if it takes a little bit of prodding. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do the work. So,
felt that.
Yeah.
I felt that. I can't lie.
So it can be healthy to put myself in a social environment every now and then. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or there are too many people, or everyone is being too silly for me to keep up with. I can tell well that you do not like your classes then.
What?
Because I know exactly how that feels, especially when it's the one class clown that never shuts the fuck up. I hate it when that would happen.
I'm trying to listen to you, and I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on in the story right now, but I'm so vibey. Creamy has arrived with ... I just watched some kid drink water and act like a baddie for 10 minutes. All units be advised.
Yuri glances across the room at Sayori and Natsuki. Sayori has her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki is lobbing into the air, but the pieces keep bouncing off of her face and hitting the floor. See, that's not annoying. To me, that's funny. Maybe I should say something. No need. They just ran out of cookie. What a waste. They've really become good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. Sayori seems particularly good at making that happen. But the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well. Yeah, come to think of it, you and I haven't had many chances to talk one-on-one, have we? Though that may be partially my fault, since I'm supposed to be the one engaging club members. Not at all. I've probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. The responsibility is equally on me, at least to display some openness to engage. Are you reading manga?
Oh no!
Are you reading the quintessential quintuplets?
No, I wasn't doing any such thing.
Well, then why do you have the entire box set?
Shut the hell up.
You also have 2 copies of the first volume.
Damn. Furries. No, icicles. No. Look at my profile picture. We're looking at it. It's still the same. Cap says he likes Yuri to hide his love for Natsuki. Captain
is actually a furry.
Hey, I'll let you guys slander me, but don't fucking call me a furry. I'll lose my shit.
I mean...
Hey, chat.
We could always just put cat ears on you.
Chat, let me tell you right now. I would take Yuri to Pound Town in a heartbeat, okay? Alright? Listen to me.
Confirmed.
I would take her to Pound Town in a heartbeat. I would take Sayori to Pound Town in a heartbeat. Natsuki looks like too much of a kid for me, bro. She feels like a little sister that I want to protect. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to reading not the quintessential quintuplets.
Yeah, even though the cover tells me otherwise.
This is not the quintessential quintuplets. It's fucking your mom. I'm reading your mom right now.
I really hope there is a manga out there that is called Your Mom.
I'm gonna find one.
Natsuki is my wife coded.
Damn.
I don't have too many issues with furries. Just like, I get what furries are about. I don't mind looking at like OC designs, but anything past that extent, I draw the line.
Damn, she kind of a
didn't
baddie,
even read
bro.
that. Was she taking off her shorts?
No. I don't really understand what's going on, okay? I just started reading, bro.
Well, instead of looking at the pictures, why don't you actually read the words?
Because look how fat her boobies are!
You know, that's the glory of manga. You read the words and look at the little pictures.
Do you love your mom and her 2 hit only targeted tags?
I mean, yeah. The responsibility, at least display some openness to engage. Well, what about times like lunch? Do you meet up with friends? I just read. Oh. But I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes. Do you always read fantasy? Oh, not always. I suppose it's all I've read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of this series. There are still 2 more books after this one. I guess those long books suit you well since you spend so much time reading. Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that, I'm more or less indiscriminate to genres. I'll read anything with depth and maturity. Oh yeah? Even like romance? Well, there are a lot of books that have elements of romance in them. Now come on, Yuri, you know what I mean. Monika lowers her voice. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do too. Maybe more when I was in middle school. I mean, I was really lonely and people were mean to me a lot. So it kind of felt like...
One day you will join the furry cult, Captain? Oh god. Anyways, you can't escape? I guess so.
Please don't make me think about the past. Sorry, I just got super curious. You know, we should totally pick out a romance novel to read. That would be so much fun.
Oh god.
Absolutely not. Really? Even if it was just between us? Try asking someone who has no shame, like Natsuki.
Damn, Yuri!
Ouch. Sorry, I swear I didn't mean that.
Wait, does she not want to read a romance novel because if she reads it and actually gets into it, she'll, be hanging too far on the edge there? Uh-huh. Huh. Look, I'm trying my best to make a horrible game at least a little funny.
Well, I guess it was my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past, too. You know, things I feel too embarrassed to re-experience.
Clearly something happened between middle school and high school that turned her off from romance. Oh god. With how horribly fucked this game is, I can only imagine at this point.
There's nothing wrong with growing out of things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga reminds me quite a bit of how intense I used to be about my own interests. It makes me think that she'll likely grow out of it too. Hey, were you talking about me?
No, Natsuki, get the fuck out!
Hey, we were just talking about you. Good things. All good things.
No, I'm sorry, but if I was chilling in class with all of my friends, right? And we were lightweight, like, you know, the younger person here, they'll grow out of it one day. And they were like, hey, were you guys talking about me? I'd be like, holy shit, where the fuck you come from? The fuck?
I was laying down in the corner. Good God, we need to put a fucking bell on you. How did you get up so fast? I'm not gonna lie, I had 5 monsters this morning. That's not healthy.
Talking from experience?
Yeah. Besides the point. No, we were just talking about how our interests have changed over the years.
No, we were just talking about how you guys should all like the stream, like, right now.
When did you get into manga, Natsuki? Like a couple of years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but I wasn't really going hard until then.
Dude, manga makes me hard sometimes too, Natsuki. High five.
Yeah, and you're too embarrassed to buy those manga yourself, which is why I have to buy them for you.
You ain't exposing me like that.
On a side note, I love that one of your coworkers was just, like, impressed by the sheer confidence I have.
Yeah, whatever you fucking... Which one did you buy? Which one was it? Was it Blue Royale?
No, it was...
Or was it Monster Musume?
No. Who Wants to Marry a Billionaire?
Yeah, because that title was so stupid.
It was, like, 2 or 3, and it has, like, a very risque picture of, like, one of the women in the billionaire marrying competition.
Yeah.
Like fucking what's it called? What's the show called? The Bachelor.
Yeah.
It's basically like a super rated R version of The Bachelor, and it has like a risque picture of like this rich woman, and she's like in a very skin tight dress, and it shows a little bit of the butt.
A little bit of the butt.
The butt. And I walk up to the front counter with this thing in my hands, And I just immediately, like, if I had a...
Here, just take the quintessential quintuplets, which I was not reading in any way, shape,
Yeah,
or
even though
form.
it's over there on your side. But, like, I walked up with it, like, cover first. And I just walked up with sheer confidence and just, hello! I want to buy this, please. And his coworker goes back to him and she was like, I admire the sheer confidence she has when buying these things.
Our neighbors are listening to some great ass music right now, bro. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't know,
It's good.
it sounds like some kind of like opera.
You know, maybe they jam. Why are you... Wait, Sandy and Comet, why are you guys worried about me? I'm not... I'm okay. Everything's fine.
Back to Peppa Pig, aka British Bacon. Yeah, British bacon is just Canadian bacon. No one likes Canadian bacon. It's just a slab of ham that's pretending to be bacon.
I'm Peppa Pig. I'm gonna play Doki Literature Club. I hope nobody hurts themselves.
God. Hey, I'm Peppa. This is my youngsy George.
Fuck
off, mate.
This is my youngie George.
Fuck off, mate. What the fuck, Captain? Oh yeah. What is it that inspired you to get more into it?
Boobs.
I don't know. I guess... Let me think.
Unimaginable pig sound. Guys, I'm fine. It's totally not like we've been playing this game for a month straight. My sanity is just on the fucking verge of just going away.
My happiness just depletes. Notice that I say happiness and not sanity, because my sanity's long gone. It was after I discovered a series that I really liked. Yeah, I was just like really fed up with a lot of things, and I got super into this one series that I really related to.
Okay, that's I kind of relate to that though, because that's how I got into anime in general, because it was fucking like...
I guess I had an edgy phase where I just hated everyone around me and wanted to be by myself. Hey, kind of like Yuri. Monika? Sorry. That's completely wrong, so...
Nah, I know some things about the future there, Yuri. It's not. No, I was gonna say real quick. Right? I was just gonna say really quick. I kind of get that from, like, Natsuki's perspective, because I couldn't really get into anime my whole life, and you showed me Toradora, and I was really into it. But then I didn't want to watch anything else, and then you were like, yo, let's try this show that has a bisexual vampire that tortures a family for years, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
No, not what happened. Let me explain what actually happened and how I got... Come here.
Hey, I need to go grab something, please. Don't.
Just come here.
What?
And how I got this man right here into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I told him that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was filled with nothing but memes. He then proceeded to force me to turn on Crunchyroll, log into the account, and watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure from part 1 all the way up to like the...
Watched all the way up to part 4 in like 3 weeks.
No, we didn't get to part 4, we got to part 3.
Oh yeah, and then we had to go to Netflix because they didn't have the rest of part 3 on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, because for some reason Crunchyroll like deleted half of JoJo's. And so now he gets the Kakuin licking the cherry joke. Little. It's still... You good?
Slowly dying, but everyone else is too.
Okay. It's still cool that you both really found your thing. They're almost like opposites, but it sounds like they helped you a lot through hard times. You know it. Wow, what the heck? Is that book even bigger than the last one you were reading? It's technically slightly longer, but not by very much.
She likes them big. She likes them thick.
How high do you think it would go if you stacked up the whole series? Natsuki estimates by holding her hand high above her head, sizing up an imaginary stack.
You know, that makes sense. Finding the origin/context of something is a pretty powerful force of the human mind, true. Motion blur hand. What are you doing, Captain? Your hand? Oh, I was given... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. That was a private Captain thought. I should not say those.
I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long so that I can say I've read more than you. Not that I have the money for that. Please, that would hardly count when your books only have a few words per page.
Damn. Okay, Yuri. Okay. I like how she likes her books.
Go stick your head in the freezer.
I feel like I need to... Oh, dude, me and her could read It by Stephen King together.
Go stick your head in the freezer. Go.
No, I'm good. I'm good, bro.
You need to chill out is what you need to do. I know. I was just joking.
Stop being a simp, Captain. You know, after we're done with Doki Doki completely, even the mods, there's going to be a compilation of me on the internet. Captain needs to get in touch with his roots. What's my roots? I need to go fucking touch grass? Yeah.
I could never actually read books like yours. It's too boring for me. Yuri shoots a glare at Natsuki. It's not...
I hate it, but that's such a good joke.
It's not boring. Chill, I said for me, not for you. I can have my own opinion. I just think it's too convoluted. Sayori, are those from the floor? Gross. Also, wash your hands before touching any of my books. But my hands aren't dirty. Just do it. The oils are there even if you can't see them.
Okay, I'm pretty bad about my book collection, but I ain't that bad, man.
Nah, I get it though.
I do too, but like, I'm not even that bad.
Well, no, I was gonna say, like, after touching cookies, because the grease from the pan, the butter.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
Are you with us?
I am now. I am back.
Okay.
I was gone. I don't know where I went, genuinely.
Fine. Sayori trots out the door and Natsuki
I
follows.
went right there.
Yuri, you look a little upset. What kind of nerve does she have to call my hobby boring? Well, she did correct herself. Hardly, she was so condescending. I don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that it's not for everyone. But she knows well how much these mean to me. So how about just leaving me alone instead of needlessly telling me the things you hate about it? I'm sorry, Yuri. You may be right. This won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't like. Especially in the literature club, so I should figure out how to mediate discussions to keep them positive and constructive.
You know, thinking about this in context of like the whole game, right? Monika's like, I need to find a way to keep, like, be the moderator, right? She never was. It was fucking Sayori who ended up being the mod. Like, Sayori was always like, I break it up, dumbasses. Like,
That's a lot coming from you, Sayori, considering the fact that you've dropped half of your cookie on the floor. You know what, Yuri? Just because I'm trying to be nice doesn't mean you can be mad at me and shit talk me for everything. Yeah, Yuri. The hell's your problem? Natsuki, now is not the time. You were the one that started this for being a pompous little shit!
Fuck. She's only angry because she dropped her cookie.
Meanwhile, Monika. Hey, I was practicing piano. Monika, shut the fuck up! We all know that you're playing that stupid app on your phone!
As we have seen, Monika isn't very confident in the leadership position, so she needs Sayori's friendship power. See, I agree.
Captain Pyro!
What do you name her? Wanderer? Name him pretty much whatever you want. I gave him a kind of cool name. I won't ever say what it is, but... Yeah, name him Comet.
Name him Sombrero.
No, name him Fandango Man.
Name him Queen.
Hey, Queen! Yes, Queen!
Why do you keep calling me Queen? Scaramouche, will you do the Fandango?
Comet Jr. it is. What's up, Captain Pyro? Well, welcome to my descent into madness.
Name him Crumble.
Name him Cookie Crumble. Don't say the last part of that. Just because it starts with a C doesn't mean you need to say it.
Name him Blue in Japanese, which is just an A and an O. Ow.
So, in a world without her trying to get with the player, she has to focus on working on getting better on that problem. That makes sense, Justin.
I can't put spaces. So just do capital C for Comet and then just do a capital JR for Junior.
Yeah, like capital C.
I just explained. Shut up. Please.
Cookie Crumble Cummies. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Sater's not even here, is he? What?
I don't see Sater. Captain Pyro is Ralph, Comet. Unless Sater joined and I'm just stupid. That's a very real possibility.
Don't call yourself stupid. I'll fight you.
I mean, I am kind of stupid sometimes.
You are not stupid. Do not call yourself that.
Babe,
Yes.
I lost my phone last night. My phone was right next to me. Under the blanket.
Back to the literature club.
For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books, and also your ability to get through them so quickly.
Phones always enjoy disappearing right next to you. That's facts.
Bruh, facts.
They do. You can set it down right in front of you and you'll look away and like 2 seconds later it's gone. Well, that wasn't always your fault because you used to have that little phone charm and Marshmallow would steal your cell phone.
Yeah.
Fucking kleptomaniac.
He's still stealing my shit. He's been trying to steal my Hatsune Miku bookmark because it has the little like thread tassel on
He'll
it.
get away with it eventually.
So he's been trying to like take it out of the book that it's in. Smack the crap out of him. He may not be able to read, but I can.
Alright, let's go.
Thank you. Okay, well, this is something that I'll have to think about and revisit. I'm sure I can help Natsuki find some common ground with you. Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected. Fair enough. That then. Either way, I'll do my best. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monika, but I'm skeptical. Yuri over there. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
Okay, everyone! Give me anything Hatsune Miku themed and I will be happy.
Same.
I'm not even gonna say why I was interested in Hatsune Miku in the first place, so...
Could it be because of spicy pictures?
No, it's because she had thigh highs.
So, spicy. Thick thighs save lives, baby! Okay, everyone. We have a special club meeting today. As you know, the Literature Club is a place where we get to share things that we are really passionate about. But that also means we should be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. I think we have a chance to turn our differences into positive energy for each other. My arm itches. I'm sorry. Aren't you being a little dramatic about this?
This is important to me.
This is important to me. Well, sorry, I just feel like I'm being accused or something.
Welcome back, random
No,
username.
I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm sorry if I came off that way. But our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language. And I thought it would be a good topic for the literature club, don't you think? I'm sure we're going to have differences in opinion a lot, so I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere in the club. I cannot read worth a shit. If you say so. Sure. The cool thing about language is that it gives us a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion.
Like we can say nut, cum, or jizz.
And you would be the reason I would hate going to school every day. Because I just want to get in.
What the fuck are you breaking?
Because I just want to get into school, get my shit done, and get the fuck
See, Captain
out.
Pyro thought it was funny.
I did it.
And now you are married to him.
Yes, I am married to him, but luckily I didn't have class with him because he was homeschooled and I went to public school.
I wasn't homeschooled. Where'd you get that from?
I mean, you were homeschooled for a little bit. But that was because your family was always on the move.
Oh, yeah, but once it stopped, I was back at public school.
I just, skipped over so much dialogue.
If you say so, sure, the cool thing about language is it describes...
Stop. We have a lot of control. Stop it! We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when receiving our thought.
Oh, I'm gonna let her receive something.
Shut the fuck up. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. For example, Sayori, what's your favorite food? I have them organized by category, so I should start with snacks.
Bro,
or do you mean full meals?
Okay.
Should I include breakfast?
Hold on, just 1 second. There are times that I relate in some way to each of these characters, and that was the biggest, fattest fucking mood that Sayori has ever dropped on us, bro. I have all of my favorites in categories, bro.
Should I start with snacks, or do you want, full course meals? Do you want just desserts? I have to go through the file, Monika. It's not an easy process.
There's a lot to go through here.
Sayori, what do you mean that there's a process? Monika, I have a whole filing cabinet! You know I have a system!
Now all I picture... Oh god, I'm thinking of her room now. Never mind, I don't want to... Okay, wait. I just think that in her house, in her kitchen, she has a giant fucking filing cabinet. It's just full of her favorite food. She's like, fondue,
it's not
cheesecake.
It's not even just a recorded list with words. It's just each paper has a picture of it.
And then on the back, she wrote her little notes about what she likes about it.
Yeah. Monika asked Sayori to pull out a dictionary, and Sayori pulled out a recipe book.
Yo, what does this word mean in the dictionary?
Cheese!
Cheesecake.
Sayori, we're talking about independent. Yeah, cheesecake can be independent. Cheesecake can be plain, or it can go into a flavored cheesecake, but it doesn't have to. Therefore, it's an independent thing. That's so stupid, but so smart at the same time.
Do you need this?
No.
Alright, let's go.
Seder.
Like the damn stream!
Oh, jeez. Okay, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy. Cherries. Really?
Thank you, man.
I always thought cherries tasted nasty.
Fuck you, Monika.
You don't even like cherries. Not those kind of cherries. What? Cherries are delicious!
Oh, they are.
Whoa, that's a pretty strong reaction. Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty. How does it make you feel? I don't know. Sad? Defensive, maybe? Yeah, I got defensive. I love that Sayori is just like a 5-year-old. So how did this make you feel? Sad, I guess? Or did you feel defensive? Yeah, defensive!
Bro, she could not cooperate with the police.
I mean, she could, but she couldn't.
They'd be like, so you seen a crime here, right? No, I seen a man take a book from the store without asking permission. You mean he stole from the store? Yeah, he stole from the store.
I feel like Sayori would be the one suspect that would be interrogated, and the people on the other side would just be like, I think we need a psych eval for this one.
Sorry, golden retriever mode activated. Wait, read what Sater said. Read what Sater said in Sayori's voice.
I saw a murder.
Where?
I don't know. Across the street, I guess.
Where's across the street? Where were you at when you seen this happen?
I was on my way home from school.
Interesting.
So you don't know the address? Nope, I just have photographic memory. Thank you for your time. Please leave.
You see, in a minute, Sater, I promise you, bro.
See, the reason you had such a strong reaction wasn't just because I don't like cherries.
God, I need a fart.
It's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. But that's weird, right? Something like taste is completely subjective. But when I say something like, I think cherries taste nasty, I'm using objective language. I'm challenging Sayori's reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is that cherries are nasty.
Who do you think is the main character in Genshin Impact? Well, Genshin Impact takes place inside of a multiverse, so both.
Okay. Wait, hold on. How is that objective when you just said it was only your opinion? It has to do with the way our brains interpret the words. You're talking about the reality of cherries, not your feelings about them. Like Sayori. Let's rewind for a second and pretend I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty. Good. Okay. So what if instead of that, I said like, I've tried cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavor I enjoy. Well, that's fine. As long as you don't call them nasty.
Ooh, I just got bubble guts.
Do you need to leave?
No, I'm good right now.
Okay. Nasty is a nasty word. Yes, it is, Sayori. Very good.
Sayori, I'm so sad I know how this train wreck ends, bro.
Okay, so cherries was kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across.
You know, chat, if you guys would have, if I could have played these before I played the main game, right? Right?
Sayori big braining. Yes, Sayori is very big brain.
If I would have played the side stories before I played the main game, if I would have played these first, I would have been way more fucked up about how bad the main game got. I can't lie.
Well, you couldn't play the side stories.
I know. But the point is, if I could have, the main game probably would have got me worse. I yeeted a spoiled brat. I yeeted a spoiled brat across the street, and that Karen of a parent never saw it.
Good.
I feel like that's supposed to be read in Sayori, though.
I don't know, but I don't like spoiled brats. And if I could, I would trip them all.
I know that. Say that in Monika's voice.
I yeeted a spoiled brat across the street, and that Karen of a parent never saw it. It's probably the pharmacy.
Oh wow, your medicine's ready right fucking now.
Well, they said I could get it tomorrow after 4. So.
I know, but that's so stupid because they're like, yo, it's ready now. It's open till 7 at 6:42. Do what Sater said in the Yuri voice. They want to hear everybody say it.
I yeeted a spoiled brat across the street, and that Karen of a parent never saw it. To be fair, he kinda deserved it.
Dude, in Yuri's voice, that sounds more menacing than the other ones. That sounds so much more menacing.
To be fair, the snot-nosed shit kind of deserved it. He spit on my book. I just bought it. No, it was a she.
I don't know.
You never specified what the kid was. You just said it was a spoiled brat.
What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know if I have bubble guts, if I'm nervous, or if I'm tired.
I mean, you could always sit on the toilet for 5 minutes and find out.
I got, my knees are shaky. Like, I feel nervous, bro. I'm gonna go have a panic attack. Oh, full on confidence. I'm gonna go have a panic attack in the bathroom, everybody. Cam's got you. You will all be safe under her care. I'm gonna go cry. Wow. Alright, hang up here.
Can I set the apartment on fire?
No.
But I like fire. This sucks. This time around, instead of talking about the cherries, I just talked about my feelings and Sayori didn't get defensive. Cam babysits us, part 1. So instead of clashing with each other, it's like we received an invitation to talk about our differences. Yuri, you don't need to take notes. I'm not gonna quiz you or something. I know that. I was just... Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you'd like. But does anyone have any thoughts so far? Yeah, I just feel like I shouldn't have to put all my language through a filter just to protect someone's feelings. But you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across to other people. I'm only suggesting it as a tool to help turn your differences into a positive experience rather than an argument. Right, Sayori? Whatever you say, cherry hater. Oh, come on. Sayori, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate. What the heck? I've been duped. I'm sorry, Sayori. I'll make it up to you later. How about a cherry sundae? You are welcome to dupe me anytime, my beloved president. Buying your people's loyalty. How deplorable. Oh, like you would turn down a free sundae, Yuri. You were certainly a fan of those cupcakes I brought in the other week. That was... I mean... I was reading and not keeping track of them. Oh, that's enough. We're getting off topic. So now that we have the gist of it, how about we try it with something more relevant to the club? Like manga, right? Let's try to have a productive discussion about our differences in opinion. Yuri, do you want to start? Nice opinion, Rooster. He just grumbled as he laid down. Rooster? Rooster. Do you have opinions today? Yeah. Yeah, you have opinions. Do you want food? Are you hungry? Is that what you want? You want food? Okay. I will feed you in just a minute. You can lay right there. For now. Let me get through with this first part and then I will feed you. The whining has been heard. The dog has communicated to the stream. That he has. Well...
Don't worry. Panic attack having Captain will take care of the doggy.
I was gonna feed him in a minute.
It's okay, I agree.
Okay. I'd rather not, no. Aw, how come? Well, because I don't see how anything productive can come from that. It's just going to start a fight. No, it'll be fine. That's why I'm here to moderate. Let's just have a common, rational discussion. Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child. You don't have to coddle my feelings. I always think it's more respectable to just speak your mind. Respectable? Yuri's expression changes at that word. As Monika recalls being respected, was the crux of the matter for Yuri. Well, the point of the exercise isn't exactly like... It's fine. I have nothing against anyone personally. You're entitled to enjoy whatever it is you like. I just prefer more depth and nuance in my reading material. I look for stories that are imaginative and sophisticated beyond the surface level. Oh, well that's just a misunderstanding then. I thought you were gonna say that manga's for children or something. Like, I don't hear enough of that. But there's plenty of deep manga. I'm not clueless about manga. I've read my own fair share when I was younger. What? Are you serious? How come you never told me? Because I'm past that point in my life and I really prefer not to revisit it. I prefer more mature things now. Excuse me? Okay, hold on. Can I jump in here? Let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply that manga is immature, then aren't you implying that someone is immature for being into it? Well, maybe it's immature to judge people for having different tastes than you. Natsuki? Nobody's immature! I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy. I love them both in their own way. Okay. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. Boring isn't subjective. Okay, it bores me. That's subjective. But, I mean, the thing about... This is ridiculous. Do you see why I didn't want to participate in this? I knew it was just going to make people upset. I'm not upset! Like I said, I don't care what other people think. But I always got the impression that you secretly looked down upon me, so I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed. That's not true at all. You're making assumptions. You can't blame me for getting defensive when nobody ever has the least bit of respect for the things that I'm into. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business. What? Have you looked in a mirror? Tell me again about respect after calling all of my interests immature. You can't... Please stop. Please? You don't mean the things you're saying right now. Let's just be friends. I didn't mean for this to happen. Oh, it did. So please, don't invite yourself to try and solve other people's problems next time, okay? Yuri's piercing words send the clubroom into a choked silence as she gathers her things. She leaves. Holy crap. I've never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed. Well, you weren't very nice either, so... I was just saying. How did this happen? It's my fault. Yuri wasn't wrong. I shouldn't have tried to moderate a conflict when I know how bad I am at dealing with conflicts. It was a really stupid thing for me to do. It's nobody's fault, and it wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. But I guess we're sensitive about the things we really love. Honestly, she kind of brought it upon herself. Like I said, I don't care if you're not into manga, but if you actually look down on other people for it, that's kind of the point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things, it's about just recognizing and understanding our differences. Okay, but here's the thing about that. Yuri actually looks down on me. It has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I see what you're trying to do, but I really think the problem here is her. Not just like the way we talk to each other, right? I mean, Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. It'll be fine. I'll figure something out. Wow. I'm just like saying that instinctively. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems. This wasn't your fault, Monika. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out. because I can just move on now. But it's fine, I promise. Let's just get our mind off of this, okay? In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some manga without having to worry about feeding Yuri's superiority complex. There we go. Don't be mean. I'll talk or read manga or whatever you want, but don't be mean to my friends, okay? Sorry. I'm just bitter. Everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but I at least know that we're all good people and don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Monika says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force the reassuring tone in her voice. This was bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri have always engaged with each other the least out of anyone, and this is the reason. As Sayori and Natsuki proceed to distract themselves with manga, Monika sighs to herself, unable to shake her worried thoughts. Will the club really have to just come to terms with the fact that some members will be incompatible with each other? You good? Jesus Christ, dog. You can smell it in there? Please. Monika desperately doesn't want to admit that, and she knows Sayori doesn't either. But for once, a solution doesn't seem to be in sight. We got mail! Oh, it's from Ive Laster again. I'm not sure what song we got, but cool. Side stories. Yes, very nice. And it's a day before Libs.
OMG.
Okay, who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monika? I think it's hilarious, but for God's sake, don't tell Paula. Hahaha. It would get a 404'd in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did you code some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Based on the contents of the tweets, not screaming for help, I assume they're coming from the control simulation. You have Twitter, don't you?
No. Bro, that's how she got my Discord, dog. That's how she got my Discord, bro. Does this mean Monika has a Twitter account in universe?
Maybe? I don't have Twitter, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, man. Do you want to hit us with a quick break real quick, and then we can go into
yeah,
the second half?
I'm just pulling this back up. Alright, guys. We're gonna hit you with a quick break, and, are you gonna take him out?
Yeah, I'll take him out.
I don't know what's going on in the dog's tum-tum, but it ain't good.
Maybe that is how Monika is talking to us here. That's what I'm saying, bro!
Maybe.
That's how she got my fucking Discord, dude.
Well, we're gonna hit you with a quick break. Take the puppers out, because he's...
I'm gonna hit you with the intermission screen. We're gonna take him outside so he can take a shits.
Because he is trying to He's trying to smoke us out of our house with his own gas. Rooster?
So I'm gonna hit you with that, with an intermission screen, so you can have a timer on it.
Don't you try to sneak out of here and crap in the living room.
And, yeah. I will be...
We will be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. What was your revelation for the chat?
Guys, I have made a shocking discovery, and I must find where to purchase this item. So I want you to take a look at this and take note of the color. It is
Sorry, I'm late. I dozed off. You're good, Kokoshibo.
It is the blue glow of Cherenkov radiation from underwater nuclear reactors. So that is the blue that you need to keep in mind. There is a Hatsune Miku ramen that is the same color blue.
That's fucking cursed. I would not eat that, bro. All shit blue.
But they noodleified Miku's hair.
Nah, dude. No, I'd be taking a shit and my asshole would be going, I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
It's clearly facts. It is, but I'm actually curious as to what it tastes like.
Probably like shit.
Probably.
I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-da-da-ba. You know, that new song, that kind of remix of it where it's like, yeah, I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Maybe you already know about the best fucking night of my life. Or wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. That's what I said before we played this game, and I'm not down for the ride no more. I want to get off this fucking ride, okay?
A new day arrives. Sayori arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is, not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. So she sits down at the desk.
Yes, Werewolf Vampire, Kitsune Tank Man, FNF. The blue song came out first. It came out in the 1990s. Welcome, ASMR Fluttershy. I hope all our new people here have liked and subscribed. Because if you don't, Monika's going to find you.
Speaking of likes, so because you guys did over 20 likes on the last stream...
Yeah, I gave them an update.
Okay. Yeah, Captain is currently in the process of writing the fanfics, and
if you read what I said, where is it? Did it not show up? Oh, I put a bad word in it. I said torment. Playing the game and having to write the fucking fanfic has been a torment tournament of sorts.
Ah. Well, just so you guys know, he will be doing a live reading for you after he is finished.
Yes, I will be doing a live fucking reading of Captain Icicle's ex Monika.
So she sits down at a desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, prim to jot down her thoughts.
He's pulling his cock out!
Bruh. Sayori has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings onto paper whenever possible, as it tends to serve as her best inspiration for poetry. ... My heart feels vacant because a ship sailed away. Yo.
To jot down her thoughts.
Natsuki? Natsuki pokes her head out from behind the closet door.
What the fuck?
What? What?
For the first time in like forever, somebody said something in the music. Like, it was just literally someone going, I don't know, that was freaky.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
Unless that's Seder making that noise.
It's probably Seder. How to get the police at school 101. Pull your chicken out.
Don't do that in school. Don't pull your chicken out, man. Don't pull your rooster out.
Hi. Hey, can I have a kiss? Thank you.
Can you stop farting like that, you monster? His legs are so like pretty. Werewolf Vampire, Kitsune Tank Man, Dragon, FNF, fucking Dragon, Tank Man, FNF. I really hope you did not pull your chicken out at school, bro.
I mean, if you have to change in the school locker room, you probably don't have much of an option. But it would have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. I doubt you want me listening in on your poetry thing. Yeah. Thanks for realizing that. Should I let you finish... Should I let you finish that up then? Oh, no, I wasn't... I mean, I just do it whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupting.
And I got all them flavored bitches say I'm delicious.
Where's Monika, by the way? Oh.
What?
Oh, she's out in the hallway.
Oh, God.
Huh? Why?
I had legitimate fear in my heart.
Just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come into the club room by herself, so... Oh. Jeez, does Yuri really let things bother her for that long? She can't control her feelings. For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get...
Happy and it suits your every need. I'm about to tell you, but first I have to note you never should ever... Your channel is very good. Thank you, SB. I hope you sub, man.
Smiling boy.
Talk to somebody today.
What?
Oh, I'm reading the information on the song.
Ah.
Alright, let's go.
For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while.
It suits your every need.
But as soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back. Huh? I just want us to have a normal club
for
meeting.
every use.
Can I please read?
No! Oh, stop! Give me my phone back! Wait. Okay, I'll stop. Just give me the damn thing back. Then you give the top a pull. No one has to know what I'm singing about. They just gotta know I'm singing.
Yeah, but I'm trying to read.
Oh, sorry. Continue to read.
I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we all just ignore it and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion of me doesn't matter anyway.
Thank you for subscribing.
Hooray! Subscribe. Besides, it makes me feel really guilty and I hate that too. It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak.
Exactly, Sayori. There's a lot of people that need to learn that. It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak if you show your emotions.
I feel attacked. Let's figure this out together. Fine. Only because you're good at this stuff. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that'll help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from. Well, I was happy the way things were before we had to have that conversation yesterday. What part of the conversation made you upset? Was it Yuri being mean about the manga? Maybe. I doubt it though. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time, but I just brush it off and ignore them. Jesus Christ, dog!
You did it again?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Somebody wants you to read something in Natsuki's voice. Justin wants you to. I need new glasses, dude. I can barely fucking read.
My first Splatfest game has someone leave it and cause us to lose. I will commit murder. My first Splatfest game? Someone left it and caused the whole team to lose. I want to commit murder.
I am happy.
You're very welcome, Justin. But something about it really got to me this time, and I hate that I'm letting that happen. Is it because it came from Yuri? No? Why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. I hate that she thinks she's so...
Belt. Okay, I'll stop. I'm having too much fun. Hang a picture, anything you try, so...
I hate that she thinks she's so much
People
better.
that make fun of manga are just uncultured. It's a type of book that has been around for hundreds of years. Look, man, I am a fan, okay? I am a partaker, a dabbler in the manga. But I'm still gonna laugh at it, even if I enjoy it. Can you get your feet off of my headphone, please? Ew. I'm still gonna make fun of it. Like, I was just reading the quintessential quintuplets. You want to tell me why her titties
I thought
are so
you
big?
said you weren't reading
I
that.
was not reading the quintessential quintuplets, but do you want to tell me why there's possibly a character inside of the quintessential quintuplets that has huge boobs?
I hate that she thinks she's so much better than me. Just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me, or manga, or whatever. But Yuri acts like she's too good to even give it a chance. I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance. Yeah, exactly. Would you give Yuri's books a chance? After this? Obviously not. What about before this? Well, I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you actually keep an open mind, then it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated.
Okay, well, Kokushibo, there's... Okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest. There are some manga out there that are so horribly fucked up that it is a waste of paper. Like that one! You know, where the girl is in high school and she gets passed around a lot and then,
oh, you're talking about Metamorphosis.
yeah, she gets pregnant and
Yeah,
they then
yeah.
hurt her and then she kills herself in the bathroom.
We don't talk about that here.
What the fuck are you playing?
Yeah, see, I realize what this game has in it, and I also realize what Metamorphosis has in it. Which is basically this, but if it was all cast onto someone, say, like, Sayori, and then the whole story was put on roids, okay?
That's true. That's what I do. How do I get it? I don't think you want to read Metamorphosis, bro. I don't think you can find it.
Okay, your best bet is to actually getting a physical copy would be on... I shit you not, it's called fakku.com. It's Fakku.
Can we not recommend websites to go to, please? Yeah, let's not do that.
Well, they don't just have that one, they have like...
Don't!
They have like JoJo's and stuff!
Stop!
It's an overall manga site.
Okay.
Christ.
Please don't give me nightmares.
Look, man, if you want to look up Metamorphosis, that's on your own time.
I would not recommend it unless you are above the age of 18.
As long as you can handle Doki Doki storyline all on Sayori on roids,
Nope. 18 and above only.
18 and above only.
I actually have Roku. I have a Roku TV too.
Not exactly what I meant, Tank Man.
Okay, let's read!
I see. But you know, I like Yuri's books. Yeah, but you like manga more, right? Sayori shakes her head. I like them both.
I'm a golden retriever and will do anything to make everyone else but myself happy.
I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the manga, it's really honest and fun and easy just to let go with. And the fantasy has a lot to interpret and uncover, and it's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it. But the most important thing is that both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together.
Wait, hold on. Justin asked an interesting question. You know, does this mean that the literature club and the main story is put together faster than in the side stories since Natsuki and Yuri are having this? You know, I don't think so, to be honest with you, because one of my friend groups that I was in around their ages, there was a dude in it that I did not get along with at all. And we never really ever got along. And we would argue a lot, but we could keep it together for most functionings as a friend group. Not all the time, though. Sometimes I wanted to, That was a private captain thought. I will not say that.
Complete side note, avant-garde. Literally any story is a better story than Twilight.
Let me tell you, based on the contents of that fucking thing, I don't watch it.
You can't watch it anyway.
Don't say that. Let's just read, okay?
No, I'm being serious. There's no...
I know.
Just watch a damn review. And I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think.
Uh-oh.
How do you get along with everyone so well?
I just give up on my own internal happiness.
I always get into fights with people. Like first it was with Monika when I was new to the club. And then it was you. Now it's Yuri. And I'm always like, oh, that person is being such a jerk. And if they just realized that, then we could at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality that everybody's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me. And I don't know why. I don't know what to do about it.
You're kind of standoffish. You may have a bit of an abrasive personality.
Kokoshibo, I have no idea what went through the author's mind when they wrote that. I'm just going to pretend like they wanted to write a messed up story because they wanted to write a messed up story.
You know, in my opinion, Doki Doki wrote this line, and I think it wrote it well enough that it didn't bother me.
And Tankman found it.
Doki Doki wrote this line, and I think it wrote it pretty well. In my opinion, when it comes to storytelling, there's a difference between there's edgy content in it, and the story is just edgy to be edgy, right? Because Metamorphosis to me has always felt like it was just edgy to be edgy. Because like Doki Doki is edgy, but it tells a story with its edge, where it's like, okay, well, we're telling an in-game story, we're telling a story that affects reality.
Tankman, I wouldn't, but whatever.
We're telling an in-game story, we're telling a story that affects reality, right? Like how you look at reality, and we're also trying to tell overarching story. And that's cool. That it uses some edgier topics to get that across. Because it doesn't, like, in my opinion, it never overdid it. It got kind of close a couple times. I can think of a couple scenes where I feel like Doki Doki kind of just overdid it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But it never overdid its edge. And it told the story well enough to keep you into it. and to make you think of actual reality while thinking of the game. Meanwhile, shit like Metamorphosis and a couple other things I can think of are just fucking edgy. Yeah, kinda. That's actually kind of a good way to put it, Kokushiba.
Yeah.
Like, DDLC is like... Oh god, I hate this game.
DDLC is like when you're sewing a button onto your shirt and you prick your finger with the needle and you're like, ow, that hurt. But then you get over it pretty quickly. Whereas with Metamorphosis, it's like you're trying to sew a shirt together at a sewing machine and the sewing needle goes all the way through your finger.
Actually, a better way to explain it is it's like a knife. It's like two knives, right? One has been sharpened properly and you intentionally grab the blade and it cuts you and you're like, ow, that would be Doki Doki.
You want to continue with that analogy?
Yeah, I am. And like Metamorphosis is edgy in the fact that it's a blade that's dull as fuck. And
yeah, Justin put it in the right context. DDLC is Yuri festival preparation scene. Metamorphosis is Yuri's death scene.
Yeah. It's just like there's a fine line to me, and like I said, I think Doki Doki wrote it pretty well, but there's like a fine line between here is an interesting story that can make you introspective, also think of an in-game story, make you think of your real life, and here's some edge. Here's a little bit of spice with it to really enforce our point. And Metamorphosis was just like, is it edgy? Is it spicy? I put a lot of spice on there. Is it spicy? And you're just like,
Thanks,
dude, but what the fuck is wrong with you?
I sometimes wonder if authors just like normal people, obviously, like they just go through a phase where like they just have a lot of pent up aggression. But instead of like other people where like they go to the gym and they beat the crap out of a punching bag for like an hour
just
straight.
Write it down.
They're just like, what if I turned my aggression into a manga?
It happens. I mean, if I get angry and I write, I can write some pretty fucked up shit, but nobody's ever gonna read it.
I'm emo in real life.
Natsuki thought she ate. That's kind of fucked up. Okay, real quick before we read this. But like, Stephen King's a good example of sometimes, in my opinion with Stephen King, he's either riding the fine line between too much edge and telling a good story, because some of his shit gets so fucking wild that you just read it and you're like...
Well, let's also not forget that he used to partake in nose candy.
Ooh, JJ hates Natsuki. We're talking about the difference between what constitutes too much edginess in a story and what's just the right amount of edge in a story. Because like Stephen King's It is really good, but then he goes overboard when the 12-year-olds
if you know the original copy of It, then you know what he's talking about.
The 12-year-olds interlope in a sewer together. And in my opinion, that's just too edgy. It's like he seriously must have sat there and was like, it's gonna fuck with people if I write this. I guess just don't be super emo. Alright, let's keep reading. I'm tired of talking about what's edgy and what's not edgy. A wild Yuri has appeared. You have a wine bottle in your hand. You have
successfully captured a wild Yuri. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate it. Natsuki. Sayori puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder. You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved as much as everyone else. Everyone has different ways they like to communicate, you know? And sometimes that makes it harder for us to understand each other.
Komi?
I think that sometimes we get lucky and we make friends who are really good at the same kinds of communication. And it feels like you magically connect with them.
Gotta be honest, I'm glad Komi can't communicate doesn't exist in this world.
I don't think it would be a good thing if it did.
She would go the way of the Yuri. We all know I'm right.
Okay. But other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other, or to get the communication wrong. It's something that Yuri struggles a lot with too.
Yuri can't communicate.
The Shogun can't communicate. Or cook. To save her life.
So we have Komi can't communicate, the Raiden Shogun can't communicate, and Yuri can't communicate.
Just remember, people, out of all three of these that cannot communicate, only one of them cannot cook.
And remember, kids, 2 of them make it out alive.
Well, one's missing a sibling, but yeah.
You know what? There was an old Zombies line from back in my days of playing COD that, like, once we got to the last stretch of this game, you know what I felt? It's from Mob of the Dead. You remember what Brutus would write everywhere? No one escapes alive. When we got to the last stretch of this game, that's all I could think of is no one escapes alive.
All I hear is Richtofen just like, sometimes I want to crawl into a corner and cry.
Yeah. No, there was a point in this game that I really did need to go crawl in a corner and cry. There was a certain death in this game that after I got off the stream, I sat in the shower for like 3 hours.
4
hours.
And then, once you got out of the shower, you spent an extra 2.5 sitting in a towel on the toilet. Just sitting there.
Yeah, I had a lot to process. Sayori, I'm not going to say who it is. And you're not going to say who it is either.
It can be really hard. It takes a lot of, like, reflection and self-awareness. And vulnerability.
And I agree with what Justin said earlier. Natsuki is being very introspective.
I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me.
Okay, Mr. Fondue, I've let you bug me before in the fun type of way, where I've confirmed after a while, but this is one that I'm actually legitimately going to keep it to myself this time.
We will leave this a mystery, and hopefully no one will try to solve it again. Please.
Yeah, like
my friends! And I guess my dad, like when I don't get good grades, or even stupid things like if my room isn't clean. So what am I gonna do, cry about it? If I let myself get upset, and it's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So things always have to be everyone else's fault.
Natsuki is Roxanne. I'm the best!
Roxanne, but small.
Roxanne. Wait, what were we calling her? Justin came up with it. Small, stubborn Soon.
It feels like if something goes wrong, and there's even a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then I just get really angry, and I find ways to blame everything else instead. Do you see yourself as better than Yuri? If I said that, then I would just sound really full of myself. No? Our thoughts and our feelings are 2 different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them if we want to learn more about themselves.
Hold on. Yuri is a legendary and shy Pokemon. Natsuki, a Pokemon that does its own thing during a battle. Sayori is a Pokemon that doesn't want to fight. Monika, a Pokemon that doesn't give a shit and kills the challengers. Nah, you know what Yuri is? Yuri's the Pokemon that you send in the, Wait, it's an actual term, so I can actually get away with saying it. You could send her in your Suicide Squad because she'll fucking emotionally damage everyone and then die. You know?
I imagine Monika is like a, what's it called? A Gyarados? She just fucking does that one attack like 4 times where it's not even an attack, it just buffs her attack itself. She does it 4 times, does the one attack, and instantly everything gets one shot because fuck you. I imagine Natsuki's a skitty. She has to be.
Yeah. Alright, Cam, let's finish this for the night. Kinda tired.
I imagine Sayori is a shiny Pikachu. Shish.
It's okay, Pikachu. Use Thunderbolts.
She's either a shiny Pikachu or a shiny Eevee.
It's okay, Pikachu. Use Thunderbolt. It'll all be over soon.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the brave little toaster. That's a part of vulnerability, you know? Accepting that we have feelings that we don't like. Oh wait, that was Sayori. Whoops. I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's... Sayori is a Fido. Yeah.
I can't see her as anything else other than a golden retriever, bro. Straight up. Alright, we're so close to being done for the day.
That she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase, and that I'm just way above that garbage. But I'm terrible for feeling that way. You're not terrible.
You know, Natsuki would absolutely fucking hate goth people. like, imagine you take her to a rave and you see the fucking, what are they called? What the hell are they called? Cyber goths?
Yes.
She'd hate them, bro. She'd have to take you to the corner and be like, I want to get the fuck out of here. Why? So you see all them? Dudes are in their fucking 20s and they're still acting that edgy. Fuck them. And be like, damn, dude,
Natsuki.
It's just a rave.
Natsuki. Look over in the corner. Do you see the candy ravers? Yeah. How old do you think they are? I don't know. 15? Sayori, they're 35. They're
Natsuki, not Sayori.
I said Natsuki, didn't I?
No, you said Sayori.
Okay, fuck it. Natsuki, they're 35. Some of those fuckers are 50. You wanna know what they're doing here? What? They're dancing the night away because they have no lives, and they're wearing a crap ton of elastic beaded bracelets on their arms. I don't think their arms have any more circulation under there, dude. It's gone.
You are not your feelings.
You are not your feelings. But you are not your feelings. Say that to yourself, out loud.
My internet just unalived itself. Yippee, dude, same.
Felt that. Fine. I am not my feelings. The way that I like to picture it is that those feelings are like your roommate. You live in the same house, and you gotta see each other every day. And even if you can ignore each other most of the time, you're gonna run into each other every now and then, and it's gonna make you feel like poop.
Did she just inadvertently describe watery face?
Natsuki, what I'm saying is that you're gonna feel like shit if you just keep avoiding it.
Am I wrong in assuming what I just assumed?
Nah.
It's like, well, that's what she just described.
So, the other option is to get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe even help each other change for the better. Does that help you understand? How do you know so much about this stuff? I think it's better you not ask. I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with.
As painful as it is to say,
Called
Sayori
depression.
definitely knows what she's talking about.
Called depression.
She just described...
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Depression? But you're like the happiest person I know.
Just because I'm happy on the outside doesn't mean at night
I want to cry.
I am not my feelings. I want to be a good person like you. Aw, you're a little sweetheart. We're all good people. You and Yuri and Monika. And I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you. Natsuki remained silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Sayori's kind reassurance, and a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her, as though flowing from a wound inside her. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No, it was as though she was inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It was
yes,
as
this
though...
is true, smiling boy. Which makes me wonder, when will the sequel arrive?
It was as though she began to rediscover an old wound, one that cannot simply be bandaged and left alone any longer. Is it done? Oh, shit, we got a new background. There's a vending machine! And, construction work? Maybe? Bake sale!
She pointed right at her boobs, and you were like, bake sale!
It says bake sale right here, there's a little muffin!
Oh, I had a minute where I was like, yeah. I bet I could eat on those a little bit.
Oh, shit. We got some freaking appy juice. We got green tea. We got coffees. We got green Coca-Cola bottle. Got water. Got
There's a Red Bull.
Where's the Red Bull?
Right there.
Oh, yeah. Got some Red Bulls. Got freaking... We got Sprite. Oh wait, no, these are knockoff soda brands. So we don't have Sprite, we have Sprint.
And instead of Coke, we have cum. Knock.
Hey, you got Mountain Dew? Yeah, we got Mountain Don't.
Alright, let's read. I think we're almost done.
Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here? I was looking for you. Please don't yell at me. Oh, I'm not going to yell at you. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was unfair for me to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I won't try to jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine.
I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit.
You're not mad at me? I thought you were the one mad at me. I was so awful yesterday. Yuri curls up, recalling the details of the argument. I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset.
Trick or yeet. Kid yeet me yeet. Proceeds to throw the kid into the afterlife.
Hold on. That's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? Yuri pauses for a second, then manages a nod. Monika takes a seat next to her on the staircase. Okay, so we got bake sale, music, club concert, and soccer tryouts. After school in the field. That should be on the field, but okay. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns, and I can't get away from them. What kinds of negative thought patterns? Like, everyone hates me. Especially Natsuki. Aw, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? How do you know?
There are consequences to saying the N-word. How do you know?
No, like imagine it was Yuri instead of Atreus.
The main character over there, Yuri. There are consequences to saying the N-word.
How do you know? How do you know? I'm the main character! I'm supposed to know!
Natsuki hide the throws short people on.
Well, because Monika thinks back to the time that she herself found herself in an altercation with Natsuki.
Monika always wanting the main character to herself.
And how a display of maturity for Monika was enough for Natsuki to reevaluate her own feelings as well. I think Natsuki is just really naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. But you know, she's really not a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She just...
I'm back, took nap.
Yes. Hello. He's eating the dog food.
What?
He's eating the dog food.
Hey, little dude, come here.
You're too chunky. Why are you trying to eat the dog food? Stop being chunk. She just... Well, I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first before she feels comfortable returning.
Can you not show that to the whole stream? Please don't.
Oh. But that means the burden is on me. And I don't know how to say things that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, I just... Yuri shakes her head at herself and tugs on her hair. It's okay, Yuri.
I'll tug on her hair.
Stop. You don't need to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you.
What do 5-year-old boys and 25-year-old boys have in common?
They like pulling girls' hair.
Yes. Alright, I'll stop now. Captain will shut the fuck up.
Well, unfortunately...
Captain is going into rest mode.
Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place. Because everyone used to think I was weird and talk about me behind my back. That's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said she found it more respectable when people speak their mind. So I did, and then she hated me anyway. That was enough to confirm my fears. But Sayori and I like you, and we've gotten to know you a lot by now, right? Yuri doesn't seem to have a response. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. That's not what I meant, really. I was just wondering if you had an opinion of her. I do. What is it? Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me, and I feel really ashamed of it. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person. So for someone to just treat me like I'm inferior despite my tastes, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her. And it makes me think bad things about her. But everyone else seems to like her, so the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. And my feelings about her are wrong, and I'm wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential. No, Yuri. Feelings are never wrong. Well, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? They're just a state of being that we don't always have control over.
I feel fucking sleepy.
But that doesn't mean they have to control us. I feel like that's something I learned around when I first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things. Or we can, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better.
I'm playing Minecraft right now and not even paying attention to the stream? Okay, cool.
Minecraft. I could never be mad at you for just feeling a certain way. It's about how you handle them. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. Monika's saying all this, and once the main game starts, all this intellectual knowledge stored up in her brain pan just flies out the fucking window.
It's sad, isn't it?
I think it's hilarious.
Damn. I'm with you, Seder, though. I'm with you.
Yuri wears a dejected expression. You make it sound so easy. You're so mature. And so good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, Yuri. I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They didn't come naturally to me either. It's really hard to, reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate it to her. Communicate what? How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismissive of the things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism. We're just people. We're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of getting in the way. I can't stand it when the peace is disturbed like this. Yeah, you can't focus on your reading when the peace is disturbed, right? Because the literature club should be happy for everyone. Monika looks at Yuri in adoration. I feel like Sayori must be rubbing off on me, because I really want to hug you now. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, well, if you wanted to, then I wouldn't really mind, so... Monika pulls Yuri into a short embrace. You're so gentle. I love when you communicate your feelings. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. And I'm sure Natsuki will too. I'm going to write her a letter. Oh, a letter? What a great idea. Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things. And I say things I don't mean.
So far, this is the only channel he's doing live from Doki Doki Literature Club. Congratulations. Thank you. Plot twist, Yuri is Komi's cousin? Nah, man. Komi is just in the multiverse of Komis. There's Komi, and then there's Raiden, and then there's Yuri. They're all just Komi in another universe.
Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate. Yuri's face hardens with determination. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you or Sayori. My personality just isn't suited for that, and I wouldn't want it to be. But something I've learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance...
Reminder, VM1 is the main game, the side stories as a control came after. Okay.
For instance, I never would have seen myself making friends with someone like Sayori. We're opposite in a lot of ways, but I'm friends with her because she put so much effort into understanding me, so that we can get along. I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience. And I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki? Yuri nods. I always thought if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be somebody that I'm not. That there's a type of person or a magical formula I have to follow in order to make someone like me. And that's just like me to think that. Always so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people. Yuri shakes her head. Friendships happen when you think about the other person. When you offer time and effort to understand them, and respect them, and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my observations in the literature club. Observations? Monika is caught by surprise. Yuri has always kept to herself so much that it's unusual to hear her suddenly talking about the club like this. But Yuri gently smiles to herself. You always let me listen to your thoughts about people.
So sadly, Monika in the main game never experiences any of this. That's fucking sad.
Sayori too. And it makes me happy because I learn a lot of things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you.
You know, real quick, one thing I'm kind of, because I guess Cyberpunk gave me ideas for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is let me think of this. Okay, so one of the things is I have a theory, and who knows if I'm right. I think Monika's not in the game anymore. Does that make any sense? I think she like hit an Ethernet cable and jolted.
Possibly.
I don't think she's in the game anymore. So like to put it in like Cyberpunk perspective, you know how netrunners will sometimes plug in to go to the black wall and try to meet a rogue AI? I feel nice talk. I feel like Monika at the current moment in canon of the game is like a rogue AI beyond the black wall. That's my theory. I think she's like a rogue AI who's beyond the black wall right now because she's hiding from people who are trying to delete her.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like an answer or wait for more emails? Let's just wait for more emails, man. Because I feel like I'm at least 50% correct. It's like I'm not saying she's an engram like I was before, but I'm saying like she did hit the jets and now she's beyond the black wall, hiding from people trying to delete her.
Monika never thought much of it, but in the past weeks, Yuri always seemed to be especially attentive when it came to the problems and concerns of others. Always wanting to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. It's true, Sayori and Monika are naturally more comfortable with other people and can more easily work through situations of conflict. But that doesn't make them better people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses and the capacity to improve. And the first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but that Monika can recognize as an incredible trait. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored. A very shy girl with long pretty hair is wandering the bustling lunchtime as always. Lunchtime hallways, her fist pressed into her collarbone.
Well, you know, if Monika was in Cyberpunk... Okay, I'm sorry, I know we like Monika, but Alt Cunningham would kick Monika's fucking ass.
I was about to say, I feel like Alt would find Monika, or like Monika would find Alt, rather.
Fucking Alt would just consume her into her own programming.
She wouldn't even need to. Monika would just need to reach the
black wall.
Yeah, she would just need to reach the black wall, and Alt would just completely eradicate it.
That's true. I only say Alt would kick ass because I see what she did to Arasaka, bro.
Bro, we saw what she did to those other netrunners.
Oh yeah, when we just watched that she fucking blitzes them, you're just like, whoa, hey Alt.
Yeah, so like she basically pulled a SAO nerve gear from the first season.
Oh, yeah,
you die in the game, you die in real life.
She's like, I'm deleting you. What do you mean?
I'm gonna fry your brain like a microwave.
I'm deleting you from the internet. So I'll get out, right? I'm deleting you from real life, dude.
Oh, I mean, you'll get out of here. I'll go back to the real world, right? You're funny.
No.
That's funny. No. Yeah, no, you're not gonna live. No.
Alright, let's finish this.
When she finds the literature club president's classroom, she stands at the door, glancing all around her before peering inside. Monika is sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. Yeah, as expected, this was a bad idea after all. Suddenly, Monika glances towards the door, making the girl panic and duck out of sight. Before she can regain composure and decide for sure to leave, the classroom door gently opens. Yuri, what a surprise to see you during lunch. Yuri squeaks a response. Squeak! Yes.
Would you like something?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Please help me. What? Is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. I don't know how to write letters. Thank goodness, I thought there was some kind of emergency. Monika briefly glances over her shoulder at her other friends. Do you want some help? We can go find an empty classroom or something. Is that okay? I feel bad taking you away from your friends. It's totally fine, I promise. We weren't really doing anything. One sec. Monika trots back into her classroom, says something like, I gotta go, to her friends, then grabs a pen off her desk before returning to Yuri. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Yuri nods and follows Monika as the two of them set off. How are you today? Huh? Me? Well, yes. Gosh, sorry, I was just caught off guard. I'm doing well today, just tired. I never seem to get enough sleep during the week. How come? I don't know.
Ah!
I think I'm just easily distracted. I get really sucked into things and start neglecting the time. Me too. I do that too. Hey, this classroom is empty. Let's go in here. After peering inside, Monika opens a classroom door and the two of them enter. Yuri's moment of relaxation ends. She watches as Monika pulls 2 chairs up to the same desk, then obeys as Monika beckons her to take a seat. She stares down at the empty desk. You nervous? I don't want to do this.
I mean, a proper EMP would solo the entire Cyberpunk verse. Yes and no.
We don't have to. We can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good. I need to take initiative. Gosh, you must be really determined. I know how hard it is to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yuri pushes through her anxiety and grabs a handful of lined paper from her notebook. Then she picks up her pen. Aww. It is adorable! Look at it!
Yuri's left-handed.
Seems like it. She could also be ambidextrous.
You mean like me?
Yes, you are
Because I'm
ambidextrous.
cooler than all of you.
Hey, you're left-handed. That's neat. Yeah. Now, I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Monika playfully rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. Spicy. Sorry, I'm just being silly, I guess. Anyway, how about we start by listing the different things you want to say to her? Yuri thinks. I feel embarrassed all of a sudden. Oh, that's okay. How about some of the things you said to me yesterday? But never mind, I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment longer, her tension evident. Then she writes the word reflection. This is about my reflection on our behavior. The key question is why we act like this towards each other, but have been able to separately be friends with Sayori and Monika. That's me! Yes, it is. So, Yuri thinks. I've been able to befriend the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. The same goes for Natsuki too. We started off as pretty hostile to each other because I was so worried about getting what I wanted, but she just wanted to be respected more than anything else. Once I stopped making it all about me, she was able to do the same. I want to do that too. So what kind of things do you want to do for her? Oh wait, no, that's Monika. So what kind of things do you want to do for her? I want to do the same things for her that I like to receive. I like when people respond positively to things that I talk about and not just brush me off. I like it when my feelings are taken seriously. And I like when you and Sayori trust that I want to be a good person, even when I'm not doing a good job at it. Let's write those things down. Okay. Yuri writes some things down. Oh, you can actually see, like, the scribbles. That's nice. I think the most important thing...
Sweet. Senpai. Notice me, senpai.
I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki is feeling vulnerable, so we should make sure that the letter puts her first. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps to just tell someone all the things that they're doing wrong. I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them, and admit the things that you feel you could do better. Then finally, you ask what you would like in return. How does that sound for the structure? It could be 3 paragraphs, one for each of those points. I like that. My thoughts were so disorganized I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. You're so amazing at these. Oh, stop. You've done so much more than I have, you know? This feels like a very tender moment that I feel like we're interrupting.
Lightweight, right? Like, it just feels like they came into a class that you were eating lunch alone in, and you're just hearing them, and you just turn around and you're like...
I imagine that, like, I would be the person in this back corner that they weren't noticing, and I'm just like, I feel like I should leave.
I feel like I should leave.
But I don't know where else to go.
Alright, let's continue.
You spend so much time reflecting and being open-minded, that's the hardest thing for anyone to do. All I'm doing is helping you put it onto a piece of paper. So I think you're the amazing one. Monika gives Yuri's hand a quick squeeze. I read that as something else.
Gives her tit a quick squeeze.
No, I thought it said Monika gives Yuri a quick squeeze, and I'm like, ma'am?
Hey, yo!
Where? But as she
How and why? How do I get involved?
But as she lets go, she's caught by surprise when Yuri curls her fingers to hook Monika's hand in place.
Holding hands.
And they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. I'm sorry, that's all that came to mind. For a while, they sit like that in silence, save for the occasional scratching of Yuri's pen against the paper. Yesterday, you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot.
Insane? You know what drives me absolutely insane? Girls do this all the time with their friends, right? If I was to do this with one of the homies, I'm gay.
It's not gay if you have your socks on.
Still, why? Why is that like that? Why can you girls go hang out with each other and hold hands and be all cute, and everyone's like, oh my god, they're best friends. But if I hold the homie's hand, everyone's like, man, I wonder which one's top and which one's bottom.
Because women doing womanly dainty things is normalized. If a man does womanly dainty things, it's not.
That's fair.
But that is literally just from the times past. Because men weren't supposed to have emotions, and men were supposed to be strong and resilient.
I would feel kind of awkward holding my homie's hand now.
And
no, I'd hold Bob's hand.
I think you would do a little bit more with Bob, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. See, like, if women hold hands, everyone assumes that, like, oh, look at that, they're having fun. Because when girls hold hands, holding hands is a feminine thing.
But when bros hold hands, they holding wieners under the table, too.
That's what everyone assumes. Because again, holding hands and being all cuddly is seen as a feminine thing.
I'm mad, though. I want to kiss the homies goodnight. Seder, I'll kiss you goodnight if you don't shut the fuck up.
Yesterday, you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot. What was that? The thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong, and that they're just a state of being and we need to come to terms with. It made me think about how a person's behavior isn't always just how they decide to be. It's also made up of their past experiences and their insecurities. I think that helps me see other people as actual people, rather than as insignificant side characters who are out to get me somehow. Convenient you say that.
Ironic.
Is that how you felt about Natsuki? Yuri nods. But, in reality, everyone is always trying their best, and everyone wants to be happy. Monika peers over at Yuri's paper, but to her surprise, Yuri pulls it in closer, partially covering it with her arm. I have to be able to read it to help you out, you know. It's okay. My thoughts are a lot more organized now after being able to talk to you about it. Now that I'm actually putting it on paper, I realize I'd prefer others not to read it. Yuri laughs softly to herself, a rare expression. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt into this whole thing. I've done enough damage. But it's also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart, but... Yuri smiles. I will always be terrible at these things. People are just so incomprehensible to me. I'll never get the hang of being one. But listening to you so much has really helped me make sense of some things. So just don't call it damage. Please. Monika gives Yuri a gentle smile. I can't believe I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks, and all I got was real friends who value me.
And then the main character shows up horny.
Is that a joke? Of course it is. I still can't tell with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please, never change.
Speaking of mods, Seder, you need to start
wish.
sending me some, and you also need to tell me how to fucking install them.
As you wish. Yuri glances at the clock. We're almost out of time. Will you be able to finish?
Alright, well just tell me what you find out, dude, because I'm going to bed right after the stream. I have been awake for like
Stop eating it.
2 days straight.
Before the end of the day, probably. But I don't want to come to the club the same day that Natsuki reads it. I'm too shy. I can give it to her instead if you like. Yuri nods. As long as you promise not to read it. Of course, I promise. Thank you. Yuri exhales and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Monika nods. Good luck. I'm here if you need me. Yuri returns a nod and the two depart.
Oh, dude. Dude.
Tea bags.
Hell yeah.
And lilies.
Yeah, well, her name means Lily.
Well, now that I know that, it's a lot greater context.
Thanks, Raindrop. If you're even here. Thank you.
I did not know Yuri meant lily in Japanese. Now that I know.
Where are we at on data? 73.
73%.
And then we only have one.
Okay.
Alright, you go take your medicine.
Alright. I just wanted to see if we had any more of those backgrounds.
Hold on, Cam.
Yeah.
What, Seder?
We have one more.
Alright. Like I said, can you help me with the mods, bro? Sure. Sweet, thank you.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. See here. You see the little cheaties.
Did we get any more of the promo stuff?
What, Kim?
The promo stuff, or did we just have the one?
That's it.
How do we get the
I
others?
don't know. All right, well, go take your medicine. I'm gonna say goodbye to chat because I'm tired. I need to go to bed.
All right. Goodbye, chat.
Well, chat, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for being with me on this Doki Doki Literature Club journey. We are pretty close to the end of the main game. Doesn't include the mods and all that good stuff we're going to do next week. I hope all of you have an absolutely wonderful night. I'm going to go crash. Good night, everybody.